I get to the game, I tell all the players I can't play anymore. I tell my coach that I can't play anymore. So I'm sitting on the bench and we're losing. And it was that moment I just cried. There I just realized everything that I worked hard for and sacrificing everything just so I can reach my goals in life. I felt alone, scared, and I didn't know what to do with my life. I started in basketball when I was in the 2nd grade. I was terrible. Parents booed me, parents didn't want me in the game, my teammates didn't want me in the game. One time when I was in 7th grade and I walked past my coach's hotel room and I overheard him say that, "Dre, man, he was terrible out there. We should probably cut him from the team." And I was like, I don't want to play the game anymore. But then my mom, of course, she told me, why would you quit? By quitting, you're going to let them win. And so after that moment, I was like, I am going to grind and I'm going to work out every single day, all day, until I become the best player that I can become. And that is who and what motivated me are the people who told me that I can't do it. That is what honestly pushed me to realize that everything I do in life, you will never get to where you want to be in life unless you work hard. It taught me how to be strong. And honestly, it taught me how to have integrity.
Andre began to work extremely hard. When I first met him, he was in an 8th grade and he had problems dribbling the basketball, shooting, just by his hard work and just dedicating his time to become better at basketball.
We had an AAU tournament one summer and we played a team called Team Texas. And in that game, that was like my first game that I just balled out. I was out there dunking on people and I was out there shooting 3-pointers and I was crossing people over, I was blocking shots, and for the first time ever I said, hey, maybe I can actually do this. Maybe I can actually take my skills to a whole nother level. I got ranked number 20 in the state of Texas by ScoutFocus.com. I wasn't satisfied with being ranked number 20. What can I do to become number 1? My senior year, I started to realize that I had a lot of pain in my legs. I started to realize that I could barely walk up and down the court, and it was terrible. And I think that was the hardest thing about it, is that I couldn't do anything.
When I found out about the injury, of course I was concerned. And my treatment was for him to lay off of basketball. Andre Mills is not gonna back away. Andre wouldn't listen to me. Then it was a basketball game that he really had bad pain in his legs. Basically had to be carried off the floor.
When I went to the 4th doctor, he was actually one of the trainers for the Dallas Mavericks, and he x-rayed my legs and he said, you have 6 fractures in both of your shins. I felt alone, scared, and I didn't know what to do with my life. But after my injury, I said I have to redevelop myself. I have to redefine who I am, and I gotta find who I am in life again. I realized that I love to help people. I love making people smile. I met a guy named Bernard. He was the first person to tell me that, Dre, you're smart. To have someone tell me that after my injury was just unbelievable.
Over the years, I've had a handful of students who've come to me and said, hey, I wrote something, can you look at it? I'd like to get it published. I could tell he really wanted to pursue this. So I invested a few hours in improving it, working with the grammar. He was interested in making it a stronger piece that he could get published.
I want to help people for the rest of my life. And so that's when I decided I was going to write the book, Ball is Not Life. Ball is Not Life is a youth motivational book.
I first met Andre through an associate, and he did an article on Andre, suggested that I talk to him. We met, and I heard his premise for a book and loved it. The fact that he was down but not out. I really, really knew that this kid had a great message to share. And right now, he's really wowing people with this new philosophy for his generation of don't feel sorry for himself. Right now, he's with kids who times get tough and they shut down and they want everything to be given to them.
When I found out that he couldn't play basketball anymore from the doctors, I was really distraught because I want to see him play in college. But I am happy that he found another way to reach out to kids.
Since I've known him, he's always persevered in whatever goal he had set to his mind. No obstacle could keep him from it.
But most importantly, I talk about how to find your whys in life and how to find out who you are in life and how to develop your inner eye, which is your spiritual being, which allows you to create whatever it is you want to create for your life.
Like, he gives them that spark that they need, you know, to spark that creativity so they can be individuals. Andre and I have a strong and close relationship with God. We pray before events, we pray before speakings, we keep God close. He was the one to tell me to never lose faith in God.
I look at his situation of handling an adversity. He was faced with a problem and he's turned it into his triumph.
So no matter where I'm at, I'm gonna pray, and whoever sees me, I don't care, because it's me and my main man God, me and my main man Jesus. As long as I am one with Jesus, then I feel very confident with who I am. So Jesus Christ, to me, he's happiness. He's the positivity that you need whenever you feel down in life. He's someone I can come to whenever I need someone to talk to or just help in whatever it is I'm trying to overcome in life. And even though my dad was tough on me, I love him for that, and I thank him for that, because if he was not tough on me, then I would not be in the situation that I am in now. My mom taught me how to never give up. God has a plan for everyone, and I really believe that his plan for me was to change and inspire lives. When I go into schools and after I speak, if a kid hands me a suicide letter telling me that I saved his life, telling me I kept her from committing suicide, and every time I get those letters, that's what keeps me going. And then I just pray to God and I say, thank you for allowing me to do this under your name. So growing up playing basketball, I struggled. In school, I struggled. In everything I did, I struggled. If it wasn't for him, if it wasn't for me praying every single day and having faith, it was my faith that got me through this, that got me through my adversity. So that could only mean one thing: God answered my prayers. My advice is honestly to realize that if you are going through depression, if you are going through a hard time in your life, it is possible to overcome anything that you want to overcome, as long as you realize that you have to change your situation. You have to understand that you have to be strong, and you can be strong. My real winning edge is my belief that it is possible to overcome and do whatever it is you want to do, as long as you stay true to your faith.